New glasses, who dis? What is up, everyone? NightFury here from the Brothers Williams, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the latest Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker trailer. Now, I've been putting this off for a couple of reasons. Well, one, I thought this was going to be a D23 Disney exclusive, meaning that, you know, unless you were at the event, you were never going to see it. But apparently they released the trailer this morning on the internet, and a good friend of mine, well, she recommended that I take a look at it. And I've been putting it off all day because I wanted to do a genuine reaction, first time ever seeing it. I do know bits and pieces based on images that have surfaced and articles that people have written online. So that's about all I know so far. I have literally not looked at anybody else doing this. I've avoided the parodies, everything, just so I can get a genuine reaction. So we're gonna do that right now. No more delays. Let us get on this. Okay. Now, are they going to go through all the movies or just the three most recent ones?
We've passed on all we know.
Yes.
1,000 generations live in you now.
Oh, yes. All right. Where are you going with this?
But this is your fight.
Palpatine?
Yes, it's him.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Well, that was, That's interesting. Now, okay. All right. So, as far as new information that we've obtained from the last trailer, there's not a whole lot. We already knew Palpatine was going to be in it, that they were going to make references to all of the other Star Wars movies that have previously been made. And we also knew that they were basically going to try and end the Skywalker saga, which personally I felt like it already ended with Episode 6, but that's Disney's choice because they want some more money. But anyway, I'm not sure how I feel about Rey's... Okay, before I get into that, I've been saying this for a while. It would be awesome if they decided that Rey would go to the dark side. Now, the reason for that is because... that's really dark. Hang on a sec. That was a little too dark. Okay, so the reason I would love it if Rey went to the dark side. The reason being, it would be the first time in not only cinematic Star Wars history that a female bad guy is a part of the dark side, a part of the Sith. I mean, I don't count Phasma. That was an absolute joke. But it would be the first time we'd have a female Sith Lord in the movies, which would be a great change of pace. But it would also be a very interesting to see once again a hero fall to the dark side. Now, the reason for that, the only reason it would work is if Ben came back to the light. Now, the reason I think that that could possibly happen is in the previous trailer, someone pointed it out, that at the end of the trailer, after Palpatine's laugh, and we see the logo come up, and it's got the fanfare, they pointed out that it is indeed Kylo Ren's theme, but made to sound heroic. So, what I think might happen, I think Ben's going to have a redemption arc. And what I'm hoping, if Disney and the writers are smart, if they're smart, Rey will turn to the dark side. Now, whether that's for good or just for a small period of time, it's up to, whatever takes place in the story. But if they are smart, she will turn evil. And the reason I think that she would, because in The Last Jedi, she was drawn to the dark side, like very, not like blatantly, but she went towards it without hesitation. Luke even pointed it out. She went straight for the dark side cave when she was sensing the Force for the first time. I just went right for it, didn't hesitate, nothing, and Luke was like, what? You just went for it. And of course, Rey is kind of into Ben, who's, bad guy, evil, tortured soul thing going on. But, yeah, she has no fear when it comes to going evil. And some of those movements in this trailer, when she threw the lightsaber, that was a pretty aggressive throw. I'm thinking she's getting a bit frustrated at maybe her lack of progression. And maybe that's how Palpatine will get to her. Maybe that's how he'll do it. He'll be like, oh, you've got so much potential. If only you had a teacher. I can show you the ways of the dark side. If you will only join me, become my apprentice. Only then will you become what you are destined to be. Something like that. There's some memes going around about 3PO's eyes. Yeah, they were kind of red in this, but that could be anything from reflections on his eyes to his eyes just going red alert. With droids, it's not necessarily I'm going evil, because it's just a light. So, now, what I am hoping doesn't happen, I'm hoping that this Rey being evil is not some sort of force vision or illusion or some stupid thing like that, because that'd just be dumb. I'm not sure how I feel about that particular lightsaber design. I mean, double-bladed lightsabers, that's no big deal. That's like, that's second generation Star Wars stuff. We've been doing that in our sleep. No, the thing that feels weird is the fact that it's two blade hilts kind of fused together for a jointed hinge sort of movement. That feels very unnecessary, maybe even a bit impractical, because I mean, unless it's like nunchucks where you could unfold it in any direction, it seems like you'd have to be constantly aware of where it is in space. Otherwise, you know, just opening it, you're going to kill yourself. So there's that. The music, I mean, Disney's great at packaging things. Disney's great at making something look spectacular. So visually, yes, the trailer is visually pleasing. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure what else to say, other than apparently John Williams' brother Don Williams let leak a while ago that they were planning on using music from all of the other Star Wars movies. Whether that's going to be like the full song or just like a few bars of it, who knows? But I'm excited that they're going to be incorporating some of the prequels into this finally, because it is part of the story. The fact that they've ignored it up until now, it's kind of shown that they haven't really cared, and as a prequel fan, that bothers me. It hurts. But I'm going into this cautiously optimistic. They have a chance, a final chance, to do this right. Granted, I liked The Last Jedi better than The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is easily the weakest of all the Star Wars films, in my opinion, as far as the Skywalker saga goes. The Last Jedi was better, but there were still things about it that didn't make it perfect, so I can agree with people who don't like it. I can see why. There were things I liked, but it was by no means a perfect film. I highly doubt The Rise of Skywalker, given Disney's track record, is going to be perfect. They've got a chance. They've got a chance to redeem themselves, but given their Disney's track record, I don't know. But if you're planning on making Rey evil, do it. Give in to the dark side of the Force. But that's my opinions on it for now. And in about in about 4 months, we'll see what comes of it. Until then, I will see you in the next video. And that, as they say, is that.